Thank you for tuning in and joining me for this one, folks. We're looking at some more anomalies I discovered at a new site on Mars, this one east of Euripus Mons, in an area called Promethei Terra. The photograph is called Promethei Terra Terrain, and we're looking at a high-rise photograph acquired on the 8th of July 2016 at 25.2 centimeters per pixel. I'll be showing you images cropped from the JP2 black and white map projected file, just under 500 megabytes in size. There's a look at the low-res black and white, and the anomalies I'll be showing you are some of these white dots scattered about this terrain. We'll be looking at this area of Promethei Terra, located at 46 degrees south, 116 degrees 52 minutes east. And as always, we'll have a look at some of the other anomalies close by. We'll be looking at two anomalies over here, folks. This one, and then down here to the bottom right, a strange structured item. It's about 14 meters long. Check out the small square part in the center of this. And it also seems to have a bevel cut around the block over there in the center, and also we have a small part in the center of that square object. Another right angle there, folks. Are we looking at some type of structure there? It is quite huge. This part on the top will be about 3 to 5 meters long. And we're looking at that part about 50 meters to the south, and it's about 8 meters across. Check out the straight edges and right angles again, guys. And then a small part in the center. And we're looking at more megalithic type blocks and slabs over here. This one's about 14 meters long. Check out the straight edges, parallel sides, and then there's another part to it over there to the bottom. Looks almost as if this is a huge block buried in the surface with this part sticking out. And it's also got this rectangular cleared out area around it. Small part close to the center again. And we're looking at another container type of anomaly there, guys. This one's about 10 meters across. Check out the dark opening in the center there with this small part sticking out. Got straight edges and right angles to this part. And you've seen so many of those on Mars as well. And then this rectangular structure type of item over there, folks, about 14 meters long. And what's interesting about it is this right angle on the one side, and then this part on either side that seems to be carved in slightly, and that ridge line or bevel running across the top. Are we looking at some type of structure there again? Maybe an opening here on the one side. And then alignment of small objects in a geometric symmetric pattern on that part, which is about 10 meters across. And we've got a perfect triangle there again, guys. These two parts are very similar in size and shape. And then perpendicular to that, we've got this larger part. We've seen so many triangular alignments on Mars already as well. And then another alignment of 3 objects on that bright part. It's about 14 meters long, and it's got these 3 dark spots in a row parallel with this one side. Get the size and shape of those 3 dark spots. And then one of these rounded blocks. This one's about 10 by 10 meters in size. Check out the uniform thickness to this block and then it's got this rounded part sticking out of the one side, rounded corner as well, and we've seen so many of those on Mars too. Featured this one recently in structures discovered west of Pyramidal Fossé in Deuternillus Bensay. Another one of these strange blocks or slabs with a rounded corner. This is just one of many examples I've shown in the past. Here we're looking at this part of the photograph. That there's about 15 meters across. It's got like a rounded design to it. This triangular part on top, dome-like piece there in the center, and then right angles going on here, guys. V sort of shaped slots in this. It looks almost like sheet metal. It's been stacked around this. But then again, it could be a block. Look at the uniform width on this one side. It's definitely elevated off the surface over here on the right hand side. There's this some type of little outpost or structure. Alright, let's shoot off to that site. It's on the top right edge of Promethei Terra, and here's a look at those anomalies just briefly, so that when we check out the other sites around here we can see there are similarities again. Now let's go to the east about, let's see, 80 kilometers to the east. Check out that block with a small piece next to it, same width there as well. That's repeated. It's in the same photograph, folks. One of those disc-shaped anomalies with a dome in the center, and then these two parts on either side. Very symmetrical. Small L-shaped part there. Another one of those container type of anomalies. Look at the right angles on the right hand side. Also has these flat step-like areas on either side of that raised part there. Very similar to this. Looks like some type of structure, maybe even a vehicle of sorts, who knows. And these parts, let's check out this site. Okay, that's the disc I'm highlighting there. And then a bit further to the east, we've got these strange parts. Seen a couple of these triangular parts on Mars as well. With what looks like a hatch in the center, that perfect hole underneath it. More blocks. I wonder if these are dolmens of some kind. Of course, we're only seeing the top view, so it's difficult to tell. Let's check out the site here to the top right of Promethei Terra. Another one of these blocks with a small part in the center. Let's see what's to the west. Another one with a small part in the center. More of those. Another one. I don't know what else to show you guys. These things are all over the place. There's another one of these strange patterns. Check that out. Similar dark spots placed equidistant from one another, parallel with this one side. More of these strange parts consisting of two large pieces with a slot or gap between them and a small part bridging the gap in the center. Very weird triangular shape there, with these three smaller parts at the back placed symmetrically on top. Looks like some type of craft. Very strange piece there. Look at the long narrow part sticking out of what looks like an opening here on the one side. Seen similar objects like this in Antarctica near McMurdo, rectangular in shape with the top of a ramp on one side and a small part on top right there in the center. Here's another one of those two large parts separated with that gap, and then a small part bridging the gap between the two. All of these blocks still close to one another in rows. These look like ancient structures. Let's have a look at one or two more sites. This is more to the south. Strange Y-shaped piece there. It's about 12 meters long. There's another one of those strange objects, two larger parts, the slot, bevel or gap between them, and a small part bridging the gap. I don't know what the significance of that is. One, two, three, four, 5 sides to that part. Also symmetrical and geometric. We've seen tons of those too. Check these out. If this was on Earth near an ancient ruin, these would be classified as megalithic blocks, like those in South America with the protrusions or knobs on them. That's it for this one, folks. Thank you for watching. Let's have a chat in the comments below as usual. Let's share some ideas and opinions and see if we can't get to the bottom of this. A lot of these anomalies look very similar to the artifacts and blocks that we find in ruins here on Earth. Very similar to the blocks in South America with the protrusions on them. Anyways, thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.